Hi, welcome to Audiobook Academy. This is a self-paced audiobook. There's no need to keep an eye on things. Just pay attention. Thank you for taking the time to listen. This is a book summary of Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Napoleon Hill conducted extensive research on more than 40 millionaires to determine what it was that made them the men that they were. In Think and Grow Rich, he shares his findings with you. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can accomplish. Desire is the starting point for all forms of achievement. You are in complete control of your destiny. As a result of your failure, accept it as a sign that your plans are not sound, revise them, and set sail once more for your desired destination. Your greatest triumphs will frequently occur only a few steps beyond the point at which you have been overcome by defeat. Set your sights on a specific goal and watch how quickly the rest of the world moves aside to allow you to pass. As a result of his daily practice of reading a few lines from Think and Grow Rich, Bob Proctor has come to the conclusion that no matter what challenges he faces, the solution will be found within the pages of Think and Grow Rich. An additional habit that Proctor has developed, and which he would encourage the reader to adopt, is to read the chapter on persistence every day for 30 days, at least twice per year. Don't put it off any longer. There will never be a suitable time. Thoughts are things, and powerful things at that when they are combined with a clear sense of purpose, tenacity, and a burning desire to see them materialized as riches or other material possessions, says the author. In her years of working with men, Hill discovered that when a man truly desires something so intensely that he is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to obtain it, he is almost certain to succeed. Can you imagine what a different story people would have to tell if they would only adopt a definite purpose and stick to it until it had the opportunity to become an all-consuming obsession? Says the author. Opportunity has a sneaky habit of sneaking in through the back door, often disguised as misfortune or temporary defeat, which is why so many people fail to recognize it when it knocks on their door. It is possible for an intangible impulse of thought to be transmuted into a tangible counterpart. Have a clear understanding of what you want and the determination to persevere in pursuit of that goal until you achieve it. One of the most common causes of failure is the habit of giving up when one is confronted with a temporary setback, says the author. You will almost certainly experience a great deal of temporary defeat and, perhaps, some failure before you achieve success in your life. In a survey conducted by Hill, more than 500 of the most successful people this country has ever known stated that their greatest success came just one step beyond the point at which defeat had overtaken them. In the beginning, riches arrive so quickly and in such great abundance that one is left wondering where they have been hiding all these years. An important flaw in the human race is that the average person is familiar with the word impossible, which is one of the most limiting concepts in human history. Hill bought a dictionary a long time ago, and he still has it. The first thing he did with it was turn to the page where the word impossible was printed and carefully clip it out of the book with a Sharpie. Hill advises you to follow his example. Another flaw that many people have is the tendency to judge everything and everyone by their own impressions and beliefs, which can be dangerous. In his prophetic lines, poet William Ernest Henley wrote, "I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul." He should have informed us that we are the masters of our fate, the captains of our souls, because we have the ability to control our thoughts. A burning desire to be and to do is the starting point from which the dreamer must launch himself or herself into the world. Ignorance, laziness, or lack of ambition are not the causes of dreams. Those who triumph in any endeavor must be prepared to burn their ships and cut off all avenues of escape. One can only be certain of maintaining that state of mind known as a burning desire to win, which is necessary for success, if one follows these steps. Wishing will not bring riches, says the author. Rather, a state of mind that becomes obsessional about acquiring riches will bring riches, as will planning specific ways and means to do so and following through on those plans with a determination that does not recognize failure. The process by which a desire for wealth can be transformed into its financial equivalent is comprised of 6 specific and actionable steps. Make a mental note of the exact amount of money you wish to receive. It is not enough to simply state, "I want a lot of money." You must be specific about the amount you desire. You must also determine exactly what you intend to give in exchange for the money you desire. There is no such thing as something for nothing. Determine a specific date by which you intend to have the money you desire. Develop a specific plan for achieving your goal, and begin putting that plan into action immediately, whether you are ready or not. Write a clear, concise statement of the amount of money you intend to acquire, specify the time limit for its acquisition. State what you intend to give in exchange for the money, and describe clearly the plan through which you intend to achieve your goal. As you read, visualize, and feel yourself in possession of the money, you'll believe you are already in possession of it. You will never be able to accumulate great wealth unless you can work yourself into a frenzy of desire for money and actually believe that you will be in possession of it. If you don't see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank account, says Benjamin Franklin. Take action if you believe that what you want to do is right and that it is in your best interests. Put your dream across, and don't worry about what they say if you suffer a temporary setback, because they may not be aware that every failure contains the germ of a subsequent success. In difficult economic times, you may have been disappointed, you may have suffered setbacks and defeat, you may have felt the great heart that beat within you crushed until it bled. Take heart, for these trials and tribulations have tempered the spiritual metal from which you were forged, and they are incomparably valuable assets. Everyone who achieves success in life has a rocky start and must endure many heartbreaking trials and tribulations before they can be considered arrived. No one has ever been defeated until they have accepted defeat as a fact of life. It's important to understand the difference between wishing for something and being prepared to receive it. You are never ready for something until you believe you have the ability to obtain it. It takes no more effort to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity, than it does to accept misery and poverty, says the philosopher Aristotle. Nothing is impossible for a person who has a strong desire backed by unwavering faith. In order to achieve anything, no matter what its nature or purpose, there must first be an intense, burning desire for something definite. According to autosuggestion, faith is a state of mind that can be induced. According to the definition, faith is a state of mind that can be induced or created by affirmations or repeated instructions to the subconscious mind, which are delivered through the principle of autosuggestion. The only method of voluntarily developing the emotion of faith is through the repetition or affirmation of orders to your subconscious mind, says the author. All thoughts that have been emotionalized, given emotion, and mixed with faith begin to manifest themselves immediately in the form of their physical equivalent or counterpart, says the author. Each of us is who we are as a result of the thoughts that we allow to dominate our thoughts and occupy our minds. Through the repetition of thought, any idea, plan, or purpose can be implanted in the subconscious mind. According to the author, your subconscious mind recognizes and acts only upon thoughts that have been thoroughly mixed with emotion or feeling. If you're visualizing, with closed eyes, the money you want to accumulate, imagine yourself providing the service or delivering the merchandise you want to provide in exchange for that money. Close your eyes and repeat aloud, so that you can hear your own words, the written statement of the amount of money you intend to accumulate, the time limit for its accumulation, and a description of the service or merchandise you intend to provide in exchange for the money, advises the author. As you follow these instructions, imagine that you are already in possession of the funds. Consider the following scenario. You intend to accumulate $500,000 by the 1st of January, 5 years from now, and that you intend to provide personal services in exchange for the money in the capacity of a sales representative. Your written statement of purpose should be in the form of the following words and phrases. By the first day of January, insert the year here, I will have $500,000 in my possession, which will be distributed to me in various amounts over the course of the next several months and years. In exchange for this money, I will provide the most efficient service to which I am capable, rendering the greatest possible quantity of service while maintaining the highest possible quality of service within my selling capacity. Show me a description of the service or product you intend to sell. I am confident that I will be in possession of this sum of money. My faith has grown so strong that I can now see the money right in front of me. I'm able to get close to it with my hands. It is currently in the process of being transferred to me at the time and in the proportion that I deliver the service that I intend to provide in exchange. I am awaiting the receipt of a plan for accumulating this money, and I will proceed in accordance with that plan once it is received. In order to clearly visualize, in your imagination, the amount of money you intend to accumulate, repeat this program night and morning for several days. Put a written copy of your statement somewhere where you can see it at all times of the day and night, and read it just before retiring and just before arising until it is memorized. Knowledge can be divided into two categories. One is more general, while the other is more specialized. No matter how large or diverse a body of general knowledge may be, it is of little value in the pursuit of financial wealth. Knowledge is only a potential source of strength. When and if it is organized into specific plans of action and directed toward a specific goal, it becomes powerful. It is true that the individual who can successfully organize and direct a mastermind group of people who possess knowledge that is useful in the accumulation of wealth is just as educated as anyone else in the group. Keep this in mind if you are suffering from a sense of inferiority as a result of your limited educational opportunity. Your life's major purpose, the goal toward which you are striving, will aid in determining the knowledge you require. When knowledge is gained, it must be organized and put to use for a specific purpose, which is accomplished through practical plans. No value can be placed on knowledge other than that which can be derived from its application toward a worthwhile goal. A successful person in any field never stops learning specialized knowledge that is related to their primary goal, business, or profession. Anyone who decides to stop studying simply because he or she has graduated from high school is doomed to mediocrity for the rest of his or her life, no matter what field they choose. The road to success is paved with the pursuit of knowledge on a never-ending basis. We rise to high positions or fall to low positions as a result of factors that we can influence if we choose to do so. Everyone can wish for riches, and most people do, but only a select few understand that a solid plan, combined with a strong desire for wealth, is the only reliable method of accumulating wealth. The only limitation is the one that one creates in one's own mind, says the author. Ideas can be transformed into cash through the power of a clearly defined purpose combined with clearly defined plans. Riches, especially when they come in large quantities, are almost never the result of hard work, says the author. Riches come, if they come at all, in response to specific demands that are based on specific principles, rather than by chance or chance-like circumstances. Success does not require an apology. There are no apologies for failure. Your success is only as great as your ability to execute your plans successfully. According to this philosophy, no follower of this philosophy can reasonably expect to accumulate wealth without experiencing periods of temporary defeat. When defeat occurs, accept it as a sign that your plans are not sound, reevaluate your strategy, and set sail once more toward your desired goal. As the saying goes, a quitter never wins, and a winner never gives up. A follower cannot reasonably expect to receive the compensation to which a leader is entitled, despite the fact that many followers make the mistake of expecting such compensation. The majority of great leaders began their careers as followers. They rose to great leadership positions because they were intelligent followers. In most cases, the person who can most effectively follow a leader is also the one who advances to the position of leader the fastest. There are numerous advantages to being an intelligent follower, one of which is the opportunity to learn from his or her leader. The majority of people go through life as failures because they have a habit of waiting for the right time to begin doing something worthwhile, says the author. In order to even begin negotiating for a raise in your current position or looking for work elsewhere, you must first be confident that you are worth more than you are being paid. Many people confuse their desires with their legal obligations. Genuine wisdom is usually distinguished by modesty and silence, says Confucius. Wishes are not fulfilled by aristocratic lands. They respond only to specific plans that are backed by specific desires, and they do so by remaining persistent. In the event that a group of individuals' brains coordinates and functions in harmony, the increased energy generated as a result of the alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. The years between the ages of 40 and 50 are, on average, the most productive. It is important for people to approach this stage of life with hope and eager anticipation rather than fear and trembling. It is impossible for the mind to be occupied by both positive and negative emotions at the same time. The 7 major positive emotions are as follows. 1. Fear. 2. Jealousy. 3. Hatred. 4. Revenge. 5. Greed. 6. Superstition. 7. Anger. Thank you for listening in Audiobook Academy. Please don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. See you in next audiobook.